All right, consumer alert for you this morning. Maryland has received more than 300 calls about scams already this holiday season, nearly 200 complaints. It's typically a time for scammers to ramp up their efforts, and this is something that costs consumers billions of dollars with a capital B. So to share how to protect ourselves, let's bring in Maryland Consumer Protection Division Deputy Director Elisa Bralov-Scher. Good to see you this morning. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Steve. Thanks so much for having me.
Man, if we have not been a victim ourselves, I'm sure we have loved ones or other people who have been at some point. What do you typically see ramped up during the holidays? What way are scammers trying to get our attention?
Sure. So as we move into the holiday season and people start shopping for holiday gifts or making donations for Giving Tuesday, you definitely have to stay vigilant. Scammers are working around the clock to get a piece of your hard-earned money. And since the start of the pandemic, with more and more people shopping online than ever before, scammers are taking advantage of that. So one of the things that we recommend is that you need to be very careful, especially on social media nowadays. In the first half of 2023, the most frequently reported scams on social media are related to online shopping. So that's about 44% of reports involving fraud. So some of the things you can do, certainly be aware that scammers often set up accounts on social media that mimic well-known companies. So they offer great deals to get your attention, but they're not the actual company you think you're dealing with. So if a deal looks really good, go to the company's actual website to verify that. Don't respond to text messages that offer a deal. It's so easy to spoof phone numbers, so you never know who's on the other end of that text message. And just in general, trust your gut. If something seems too good to be true, it's because it is.
I want to go back to the social media aspect of this because, you know, the FTC is listing this at like almost $3 billion that is ripped off from the American public every year because of this. The typical social media scam, is it because we see something on social that is an ad that then we respond to? Like, what typically ways do we fall prey to this on social media?
Sure, it can absolutely be an ad, something that you click on that takes you to a website that is not the website for the company that you think you're dealing with. It can also just be some overseas company that has no intention of ever sending the product that you think you're buying. This is why we always recommend that whenever possible, pay with a credit card. You're safest when paying by a credit card. Don't use a debit card when shopping online because the money comes immediately out of your account. And you also want to be very careful with those payment apps. They may be very convenient, but it can be very difficult to get your money back if a scammer takes advantage of you.
And I know this is one that I saw firsthand. We were able to find out with some family members because they had paid with, in their case, they were Apple gift cards that somebody requested payment for the Apple gift card. And as soon as we saw that, we said, whoa, this doesn't seem right. That's a big red flag in itself if somebody asks to be paid in the gift card, right?
Absolutely. It's always a red flag when someone tells you to go get a prepaid debit card or a gift card or tells you you have to pay using crypto. No legitimate seller is ever going to insist that you pay that way.
All right, Elisa, I want to ask about a couple of things that I think are really scary when it comes to this. A lot of what we said before to most people should be common sense. I say should, I hope it is, and I hope this is a great reminder. Some of the things are not so obvious. Like, for example, if I have a question about a store's customer service policy, and then I go into my search engine and I want to get in touch with them, you're saying be careful there. Why?
Absolutely. So there are a lot of scammers who have set up information online. They set up fake accounts, fake customer service numbers. So if you go in and you type, customer service phone number for so-and-so, you may very well be directing yourself to a scammer. And when you call them, they're going to then try to take advantage of you, whether it's through getting personal information, asking you to perhaps pay money in order to resolve something. I also want to make it clear that anyone can be taken advantage of by a scammer. These people work around the clock. They are professionals. They know how to do this. So it doesn't matter how smart you are, how savvy you are, how much education you have. Anyone can be vulnerable to a scam.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very easy, like you said, to just click a link somewhere or go into a search engine and try to find a company's phone number and end up with the scammer's information instead. All right, if it happens, and it will to some people, What do we do about it, aside from calling our bank or a credit card company to say, listen, I don't want to face these charges, but as far as reporting it so that maybe we can start cracking down on some of the more common ones?
Absolutely. So one of the things that we say is never feel embarrassed if you become a victim of a scam. We encourage people to tell their friends and family about what's happened to them, because the more we can spread this information out there, the less likely people will be to become a victim themselves. You can certainly report it to our office, the Consumer Protection Division in the Maryland Office of the Attorney General. We take this information because we like to be able to track what sorts of scams we're seeing in the marketplace so that we can get out there and educate and warn people so that they don't also become a victim.
All right. Well, the one thing we don't want to do is get ripped off during the holiday season. That's when we want to share the joy, not have it taken from us in all that frustrated mess. Elisa, thank you very much. Those are great tips that you provided this morning. We wish you the best. There is the information that she was talking about. If you do get scammed, again, don't be embarrassed. It's happened to me. It's happened to family members. It happens to everybody, but they want to know about it. So reach out, contact them for more information on how to avoid it, or if it does happen, to report it. Thank you so very much for joining us this morning. Homa?
Thank you.
You know, we get so caught up in the hustle and bustle of holiday shopping, and you want the best deals, and you want it to be true.
And you're trying to work fast because you got a lot of people you got to take care of, right? So you're just like, let me just click these things right off the list.
Exactly. So great advice, great reminders. Yeah.